Hello everybody, it is the TheGhostyBoy here, and it is a great time to be a Resident Evil fan because Resident Evil 4 Remake has been announced. So much hype with that. Resident Evil 4 is loved by pretty much everybody, so hopefully this game is good. And in this video we're going to be pretty much talking about that, and I don't know if I'm going to make a separate video talking about the Resident Evil Village DLC because that's also pretty hype. But yeah, if you liked the video, hit that lickety like, and if you're new, give it a sippity sub. Let's get to the video.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
So there's a lot of stuff to talk about with the Resident Evil 4 remake, and I guess I'll start off with the character redesigns. So starting off with Leon, I really love his new design. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's new because it's based off of the beta version of Resident Evil 4, which I might make a whole separate video about because I think that's pretty interesting on how many things they scrapped and how that game turned into Devil May Cry, another series that I absolutely love. I feel like the jacket reminds me a lot of Ash Williams from The Evil Dead, and I don't know, I feel like Leon's rocking the drip. He's looking really good with this design. I prefer the remake version of Leon's jacket compared to the one that we have in the original version. I feel like my boy is looking very sad and depressed. I mean, I would be too after everything that happened in Raccoon City. That was a lot to deal with, and my boy Leon just took it all on. His first day as a cop. But yeah, you can see how much he's matured since then. So now moving on to Ashley, we don't get to see much of her other than the photo Leon shows and then her running down this area. I noticed she has a jacket on, but I'm pretty sure it's still the same exact outfit she had in the original version of Resident Evil 4. And apparently she is modeled after this girl. I did some research on that, and that's apparently the model she's based off of. Honestly, I feel like she looks a lot better. I just hope they make her character, like, I know a lot of people always complain that she's annoying because of her constantly yelling, Leon! And that is true. She's a very annoying character, but hopefully in this remake they can make her more interesting and actually likable. More likable. But yeah, with her redesign, I don't mind it. I think this is a good redesign. I think it looks good. And once again, I hope with her gameplay, they either add more to her or give her something that makes her not as annoying as she was in the original game. So now moving on to Luis, we really don't get to see anything of him other than his jacket, but I think the jacket looks cool. It's a little different than his original design, but I'm digging it. It looks cool. Hopefully sometime soon they'll have more trailers and pictures out so we can see Luis's full face and everything, because I am curious to see the full redesign of him. And now moving on to my girl Ada. She's not wearing her dress anymore, and I know a lot of people are kind of sad about that because they liked her dress a lot, but from what we see for these like 2 seconds she shows up on screen, I think this outfit might look cool possibly. I mean, she's wearing like a little sweater thing. But yeah, I don't know. I love Ada. She's like one of my favorite girl characters in the series. But once again, we don't get to see much from this, so I can't really say anything about it. I wish I could. Let's just hope this looks cool. From what I've seen, it looks alright. I don't know. I'm gonna miss the dress as well. One of the things I hope they change in Resident Evil 4 Remake is when Leon and Ada first meet each other. I feel like Leon would be way more happy to see her instead of just like, oh, hey, Ada. Like, it was just really awkward, and hopefully they change that because I'm not a huge fan of their encounter in the original Resident Evil 4. Make it actually more meaningful because I feel like Leon would be very, very happy to see her. He is a simp after all.
Put your gun down, Chris. She's a key witness. We need her.
A witness? She's the one who did all this!
She's working for Neo Umbrella. You know what that means? Yeah, I do. And you're still going to protect this woman? I am.
Leon literally has Asian fever. Let me know in the comments if you guys like her redesign outfit or if you missed the old one and you're not a huge fan of this new one, even though we really haven't seen much of it. I love reading your guys' comments, so yeah, just let me know down below. I'm curious. And then there's Sadler, but we really don't get to see much of him, so I really don't need to talk about this much because once again, we don't see anything other than him for 5 seconds, but it's really, really dark and I can't see anything. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully his redesign when we can see it better looks cool. So now moving on to one of the Ganados. I'm really liking his redesign. They gave him a longer beard than he had in the original version. I think he has, I think he's balding. I can't even tell, which in the original, he just had short hair. Maybe he was balding, but I don't know. I really do like this redesign, and I think they did a really, really good job. So one of the things I noticed with Resident Evil 4 Remake is that in the very beginning of the game, it's nighttime, unlike the original where it was daytime. I've heard some people complain about this, which I don't really care. I think it's fine. I don't think it has to be nighttime to make something scary, but at the same time, I guess it still looks cool. I'm fine with it. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't mind if they change that, I guess. I'm very curious to see what you guys all think about this, if you prefer it being nighttime in the remake, or if you prefer the original version where it was daytime. Once again, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. Also, this just popped in my head just looking at that house. It's kind of funny how Leon just goes in there, doesn't knock or anything, and just breaks in this man's house, and the man tries to defend himself, and then Leon just shoots him. He's being hostile. Well, you did break into this man's house, so...
There's a hostile local.
Just thinking, is Leon really a good guy? I don't know anymore. I think Leon's evil. I don't know about that. It just made me think about it. Jesus. So in this one scene, we get to see Leon looking around, and I'm guessing that's the part where the bell rings and all the Ganados leave him alone. And I am very, very curious if they're still going to use the same dialogue he had in the original with, "Where's everyone going? Bingo?" And it's so cheesy. It's so, ugh. But at the same time, I kind of want it to be in the remake. Now, if they get rid of it and they don't use it, it's fine because that was kind of a cheesy thing to say. But that's what I loved about Resident Evil 4 with all the cheesy dialogue.
The big cheese. What?
I don't know. Once again, I'm curious to see what you guys think about that as well. If you think they're going to use that or not. I don't know. Once again, it was cheesy, but I would like to hear that once again. So I wanted to talk about one last thing before I end the video, and that is the Hookman. And for those of you that don't know who the Hookman is, he was in the original beta for Resident Evil 4, and Leon would have multiple hallucinations, and that was one of the enemies, and he would just pretty much chase you around and you could not hurt him. And this is something that I could totally see coming to Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I feel like that would make a lot of fans happy that know of this character and that really like him a lot. And I'd totally be up for it if they did add it. I know another thing that they had were dolls that would go after Leon, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that would be a thing. I mean, if it did, then that's all right, but I would prefer just the Hookman probably. So I'll be putting a whole bunch of beta footage on screen so you guys can see that. I really like this type of stuff a lot. It's super interesting to see what games were and what we actually got. And when it comes to Resident Evil 4, that was a totally different game than what we actually got. And the fact that it turned into one of my other favorite franchises, Devil May Cry, is just really cool to me. And once again, I probably will make a video on that in the future. If you guys want to see something like that and have me talk about everything, then yeah, let me know in the comments. One enemy I forgot to talk about that I'm very interested to see once they release more trailers and stuff, which I hope they show him, is Dr. Salvador. I mean, that dude is very iconic. Everybody knows this dude with Resident Evil. He's very cool. He literally chops Leon's head off. Very scary stuff. But I'm very curious to see what they do with him. I don't know if they're going to change his design that much. Probably not. But I can't wait to see some footage of that. That should be exciting. So that's going to wrap it up for the video. If you liked the video, hit that lickety like, and if you're new, give it a sippity sub. You guys have been giving me so much love and support, and I appreciate all you guys for that. Like, I did not think my Stranger Things video would blow up as much as it did, and I truly appreciate all the nice comments that I got on there, everyone just being so positive and all that cool stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for that, and I will be making more Stranger Things videos very soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon.